Whenever this woman cried, noodles would flow out of her eyes. The scene in front of her made the woman freeze on the spot. She raised her head in confusion and looked at the ceiling, then touched the corner of her own eye. She curiously put the noodles in her mouth and tasted them. To her surprise, the taste was surprisingly good. In order to further test the texture of the noodles, the woman immediately cried out another plate of noodles and took it to her mother as dinner. As a result, her mother also praised the noodles highly after tasting them. This made the woman instantly smell a business opportunity. The next day, the woman came to the market with a full basin of noodles and tried to sell them. After getting all the tableware ready, the first customer soon arrived in front of her stall. Then, more and more customers came. Everyone who tasted the noodles was amazed by its taste. Soon, the noodles were sold out. Whenever this happened, the woman would immediately find a place where there was no one to replenish the ingredients. In just a few days, she made a lot of money. The woman felt very happy. However, when she looked at the empty container, she realized that she needed to cry again. But no matter how hard she tried, even if she kicked the corner of the wall violently, watched extremely sad movies, or even smashed her father's urn, it didn't work. She couldn't cry anymore because she was no longer sad. So, she took her dog deep into the forest and left it there alone. On the way back, she couldn't hold back her emotions any longer and burst into tears. Early the next morning, there was a huge surge of people in front of the woman's stall. There were many repeat customers, and even some food connoisseurs who came especially for the noodles. Without exception, as soon as these people took a bite of her noodles, they lost all interest in other delicious foods. Whenever she ran out of noodles, she would think of her dog and cry again. This situation only lasted for a week, and the woman paid off all her debts. Even later, someone offered to invest in opening a store for her. On the opening day, the business was even better than before. But after a period of time, the woman couldn't feel sad even when looking at the photo of her dog. However, when she looked at the photo of her mother, she suddenly started crying uncontrollably. What on earth had she done to her mother?